Welcome to The Why. In our podcast, The Why, we're going to cover topics that are important to SAP customers and to our team. We want you to share this information internally. We want you to share this information outside of SAP Ariba. And we want you to be able to connect with other thought leaders in our business. This week, we are at SAP Ariba Live in Las Vegas, which is the place to be for B2B commerce. This week, we are talking to companies about the digital transformation journey that they are on. And joining me today for our podcast are two people from Ariba's digital transformation organization, Melissa Aery and Jason Leet. Melissa and Jason, thank you for joining me today on The Why.
Thank you, John. I'm so excited to be here this week at Ariba Live and to talk with our customers about their digital journeys.
Yeah, thanks, John, for having us.
The DTO, brand new name, brand new team. Tell us a little bit about why you changed the name of the team and tell us a little bit about what the team accomplishes.
For sure. Actually, we've been around for, I think, almost about 8 years now. You might have heard of us referred to as several different names over the years, starting with Value Enablement, Business Commerce Enablement, most recently Network Value Organization, and then this year we made the change to SAP Ariba Digital Transformation Organization. And the reason why we did that is digital transformation is becoming a very real topic. It's top of mind for a lot of companies and for our customers. And it's very important to show that this is a priority for us as a company. And we have a lot of people on our team that have been doing this for years, have been working as practitioners or working with customers for years to help define the digital journey in alignment with our customers and prospects' sought after business outcomes. We have 3 teams that fall into the digital transformation organization. We have a field value engineering team that really operates as a critical component of the sales team, the field value realization team that operates as a critical component of the customer value organization, and then we have the team that I lead, which is the Global Center of Excellence.
So the digital transformation organization, this year, you've set out some specific goals, really to help us think about some of these problems a little differently, right? As well as to help bring some new innovation and new content, right, closer to the field. Tell us a little bit about some of those goals and just some of the really exciting things you guys are working on.
Yes, for sure. We've really seen over the past year that when we do things differently and we innovate the way that we do things and we show our content in different ways and make it more accessible to people, it really has a much greater impact. An example of that would be our Avatar 2.0 tool that we launched this year. It really appeals to human curiosity, and we've seen that when folks within our CBO organization, as well as within our sales organization, that may not be comfortable getting into depth around value of our solutions, now with Avatar by their side and at the heart of the conversation, they're just a lot more comfortable, and those conversations are really expanding.
Yeah, the great part about Avatar is you can, bring that innovation right in front of a customer in a very early stage meeting and get into some of those questions pretty quickly. That's really, really impressive.
Yeah, John, and a few other innovations to highlight from a resource and tools perspective are we're really focused this year on building out a library of KPI-driven customer stories, right? Those are so valuable to us internally and even for our other customers and prospects. We've also built out a capability to do executive demos, so these are actually scripted. So if I'm an account executive, I'm a customer engagement executive, or I'm a pre-sales person, VE, anybody can take these demos and do them without necessarily being a demo expert. We're also building out a capability we're calling the metrics generator, which is a way that based on a program, what solutions they own, what industry they're in, what geography in, we can prescribe specific metrics to track on a scorecard. Additionally, we're actually expanding our ROI tool to also measure the dollar savings against the program's success. A lot of times our customers will track operational KPIs, but this is a way to actually tie back to the dollars that they said they were going to save with their program and actually see how that plays out over time.
That's fantastic. Being a big global company, we've got people around the globe, you've got teams that are certainly global. What are you working on to help tell a consistent story around the world, right? So that our differentiators, the things that really help customers decide, they want to partner with SAP Ariba, those can come out in any conversation in any country.
We just started off our year. One of our top priorities is nurture our people, and we just had our annual learning summit. It's amazing. You bring our whole team of over 90 people together from all around the world, and you realize that people from different countries and different regions, they deal with the same types of customers and the same types of issues and drive the same types of outcomes, and there's so much learning to be done. We really try hard within our team to equip folks with a common foundation, but also to give them the latitude to talk specifically to a region or to a country. Because at the end of the day, not everything should be perfectly consistent. So we try to equip our teams to learn from each other across a solid foundation. This year at our Learning Summit, we also have started to really embrace purpose. So we did a community service outing this year. It really was a great team building exercise within our organization, but we also gave back to the community. And also along the lines of purpose, we're working this year to really embed purpose into our model and into our approach. So it's not just a topic that sits on its own, but it's something that's really infused into the DNA of what we're doing and what our teams are talking about.
Yeah, this week at SAP Ariba Live, Julie Gerdeman obviously will be hosting a lunch focused on this area, and April Critchlow was with us a little bit earlier today, talking about the D&I program that she's leading. So on the topic of SAP Ariba Live, the DTO team, what are some of the great sessions and great content that you'll be talking about with customers and prospects this week?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that come to mind, John. We're, from a VR standpoint, we're leading what we're calling the Blue Ribbon Track, which is where our team is going to bring their own stories of how they achieve value. A lot of the people on my team used to be customers. Mm-hmm. They're also going to have current customers sort of speak on a panel about their stories to then fuel more dialogue with all the other customers in the room around how they can unlock value across key pillars of their source-to-pay programs. Another thing that we're doing this year, which is new, we picked a couple of industries, specifically life sciences, consumer packaged goods, and we're doing 2+ hour design thinking workshops to really come up with creative ways to make a difference in those specific industries. So I'm really excited about those. And then we're going to cap things off on Wednesday where we're going to visit the customer advisory board with Julie.
Right.
And a few folks from my team are going to be running some whiteboarding around success measurement, by process enablement strategy, and also keys to success around change management.
That's fantastic.
There's also some other things that we're doing, such as we'll be showcasing Avatar in our benchmarking program as part of the marketplace. But I would also say, very importantly, one of the biggest things our team is here to do is to listen to our customers and really listen for that voice of the customer. To this end, I'll be conducting several interviews with various customers about their sales experience with the end game in mind of really figuring out how we can make that experience better and stronger to really position our customers to make value real in the end.
That's great. So not only are you sharing some of the great knowledge and best practices, but using this week as a great opportunity for some ongoing research and continuing process improvement. So I hope it's a fantastic week. The global SAP Ariba team often, is asking questions about some of these areas that you've been talking about. Where can our employees go to find out more about the work you're doing, some of the great articles, the blogs, and I understand you also have a podcast.
Yes, we do. Make Procurement Awesome with SAP Ariba. That is our podcast series. It's really designed for an external audience, but I encourage anybody to listen in because it could be relevant for you as you're trying to learn a topic, or it could be something that's worth sharing with your customers. We also have a jam site. That's really our central hub to find your way to anything. Mm-hmm. But what I would encourage you to check out is our content hub out on Sway, and that really does a nice job of really showing in a nice way all of the content that our team publishes, including our podcast.
Fantastic. Jason, Melissa, thank you for joining me this week on The Why.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Our podcast, The Why, is put together by the People First team. We'll be producing The Why on a regular basis. If you have recommendations for topics, please contact the People First team. And please share this podcast with other members of our team or even outside our team. Thank you for listening to The Why.